40? Okay. So what you're gonna do on your paper here, I'm not gonna write anything yet, but you remember, you are going to take the distance around the outside of the object, so we'll do an example. For example, what y'all get for the candle, Yandel?
Candle. 28.5.
Would you say 28.5? And 8.5? Is that close to what everybody else got?
Yeah. We never went over.
Okay, so if you didn't go over there, that's fine. You're gonna do what you have. You're gonna take 28.5 or whatever you got and divide it by 8.5. That's what that calculator is for. And you're gonna write the answer right here. You're gonna do that for all of yours. You're gonna take the distance around the object, the distance across the middle, and divide it. And write your answers right here. Round to the 100th place. Are you listening, Maddie?
You hear that?
Round to the 100th place. Round to the 100th place. Round to the 100th place. How many places behind the decimal is that?
2.
2.
I was 2.
Okay,
How do I just turn this on?
paint first.
I just,
She emailed you the scan, did you get it? Okay. Okay, so 16 centimeters divided by 4.9.
287. 16 divided by 4.
round to the 100th place, that is 2 places behind the decimal.
Get that?
2 places behind the decimal.
Listen, come here.
287. I don't think it's 287.
Daniel, do you have a calculator? Oh, Nicholas, sorry, I'm so sorry. Do you have a calculator?
You can pull it.
You doing all
You
of
can
them?
pull it up on your screen if you need to.
Do all of them. 2.888. 2.88. Round it up in place. You're getting exact. 100.
Okay,
2 places behind the
the
decimal.
cut, we're gonna do the cut.
100th place is 2 places behind the decimal.
0.9 divided by 8.3.
You are, but he can't hear you.
Okay,
He said he can't.
and 3.16.
I mean, he can hear you if you yell. But I'm sure not.
Oh, God, that's not pretty.
Pause the video. Even if you're not done, it's okay. So on the candle, Yandel, the 28.5 divided by 8.5, what did you get?
8.5. 3.35.
Okay, what did y'all get, Sierra, on the paper towels?
We got 3.12.
What'd you get for a round?
Oh, 40.5.
And across?
13.
And you got what, 3.12?
Yes, ma'am.
Maddie, what y'all get on the tape?
Okay, we got 31 divided by 9.5 is 3.35.
Silas, what did y'all get on the cleaner?
Oh, 22. 5. 4.4.
I don't think that's right. Somebody else tell me what they got on the cleaner.
We got 21.4 and then 5.9.
What'd you get here?
0.63.
3.63?
Yes, ma'am.
And Carl Scracy, what y'all get on, let's go with the Pringles can?
3 centimeters divided by 7.4.
And what'd you get?
3.1.
Okay, everybody, get where you can see the board. Turn around and do. Get where you can see the board. What do you notice here?
They're all 3.
They're all threes, okay? They're all threes. We're gonna do a little, definitions real fast. What is do you know what it's called, the distance around the outside of a circle? Huh? Inside the area.
Perimeter.
Well, it is a perimeter, but with circles, it's called something else. Okay? The distance around the outside, way to use your resources. It's the circumference. Circumference, okay, so. What is the distance across the middle called? Theory, you just said it.
Diameter.
The diameter. So if you divide those, you get close to what? 3, which is also known as, what's that? Pi. So you just spent several minutes figuring out that the circumference, say this with me, circumference divided by diameter equals pi. Say it again, circumference divided by diameter equals pi. Say it again, circumference divided by diameter equals pi. Perfect, now say this, distance around divided by the distance across equals pi. Distance around divided by distance across equals pi. Okay? Say it again, distance around divided by distance across equals pi. Perfect. Y'all not think that's cool?
No. It is.
Because you've heard about pi for a long time, you've just never done it, right? You've heard about it for a long time, you've just never done it. So you just measured all these objects and look what you got. Pi. That's pretty cool, right?
I love that.
I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so before we move on, I need everybody who does not have a paper to have a paper. So come get it. You can use, the Indel can use yours. You do not have to copy down what's on the paper. You just have to write what I wrote and be able to see the board. You just have to write what I wrote and be able to see the board. You want to take this one back to my computer? Yeah. Indel gets where you can see. No, but he's got to be able to write. Get around the other side where you can see and write. Everybody needs to see the board and write. I want you to go down to the bottom. And I want you to write this. Circumference.
Write all that.
Divided by diameter equals pi. You do not have to be the best pi writer in the world. I don't care if you can't write the symbol. I can't write the symbol. What I care about is that you know the symbol. Okay? And then underneath that, I want you to write C divided by D equals pi. C divided by D equals pi. Do you think that you're going to be tested on this at one time?
Yes.
Are they going to come across a question that's going to say circumference divided by diameter equals what?
Pi.
You think you're going to come across that?
Yes.
I've said it about 5 times so far, right? And that's just me. All right, let's turn the page. It says circles. I'm not going to define a circle for you. You know what a circle is, right? But I'm going to start at this point right here, and I want you to read this with me.
If you measure the distance around the circle and divide it by the distance across the circle through the center, you will always come to a partial.
What is that value? Pi. Yeah, 3.14 is what we use for pi. 3.14 does not equal pi. Okay? That is what we use for pi. Notice that they even said it. I've said it 5 times and they said it right here. All right, it is very important. What is your question? Is this relevant? Okay, put the little candle instead of the side. distance around a circle is called what?
Circumference.
Circumference. The distance across the center has to go through the center is called the diameter. Right here. Pi is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to the diameter. This is a ratio, right? One number divided by another number is a ratio. That's twice it's been in this packet. Are you paying attention? You really should, because you have a hard time sometimes. Thus, for any circle, if you divide the circumference by the diameter, you get a value close to pi. They're saying it a lot. Do you think it's important?
Yes.
And then they wrote it for you right here. C divided by D equals pi. Still with me?
Yes.
Where C is circumference and D is the diameter, you can test this formula at home with a round dinner plate. This is what we just did. We did it here. You don't have to do it at home. You can. You will get something close to 3.14 if you measure correctly. Why do you think we didn't get exactly 3.1415 whatever?
It's pi. You never get
Cause we rounded.
Well, and you're human beings, right?
Yes.
And you're not perfect. You can't be. That's why I wanted you to be pretty precise though. You can't be perfect, right? All right, turn the page. We're going to talk about the radius of a circle. Okay? Here's a picture of it. The radius of a circle is the distance from the center of a circle to any point on the circle. If you place two radii end to end in a circle, you would have the same length as one diameter. So it is safe to say that the radius times 2 equals the diameter. The radius times 2 equals the diameter. That's what that says right there. Diameter equals rad 2r. What does it mean if they're next to each other? Multiply. Circumference, diameter, and radii are measured in linear units such as inches and centimeters. A circle has many different radii and many different diameters, each passing to the center. What does that look like?
Looks
like a pie. Right? What else would it look like?
Bicycle.
A bicycle. Yep. So this would be your radius. And the whole thing would be your diameter. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
This would be another radius. And then the whole thing would be the diameter. You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to read right here. A 9-inch pizza is an example of diameter. When one makes the first cut to slice a round pie in half, this cut is the diameter of the pizza. So a 9-inch pizza has a 9-inch diameter. So when you go to Chuck E. Cheese and they ask you what size pizza you want, you tell them you want a 9-inch pizza. It's going to be 9 inches across, not 9 inches around. Okay? It's going to be more than 9 around. Okay? All right, we're going to look at some examples. Turn on the same page. Example 1, radius of a circle is 2 inches. What is the diameter?
2 inches.
4. If the radius of a circle is 6, what is the diameter?
12.
The radius of a circle is 1, what is the diameter? 2. If the diameter of a circle is 4, what is the radius?
8. Oh, you divide by 2.
Divide by 2. You've got to get those interchanging in your head. You've got to get that down in your head. Okay? You have to. Stop playing with that calculator. If you are not listening, you will mess up. Do you hear me? Oscar, do you hear me? All right, so they wrote it for you here. 2 times the radius, 2 times 2 is 4. The diameter of a circle is 3 centimeters. What is the circumference? They tell you it's 9.42. We are going to write it down anyway. The formula, when given the diameter, is C equals pi times the diameter. And what do we use for pi?
3.141.
The diameter is 3. Okay, got it? And that equals what? 9.42. Turn the page. Well, they go kind of through a lot of rigmarole over here on this one that I don't think is necessary. So when they give you the radius, I'm going to give you a choice as to how you want to do it. So just put your pencil down and watch. You can either do C equals pi d, or there is another formula for the circumference. This is pi times the diameter, this is two pi r. Why, what do you, tell me about this, so what's that? What?
You multiply 2 by pi, and then you multiply pi by r.
Well, yes, what is r?
Radius, so radius.
The radius. Is it safe to say you could do the radius times two,
Yes.
and then multiply by pi?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be the same thing you're doing if you did the diameter?
Yes.
So for example, if I did, what's the diameter?
2, 4, 4.
Or if I did this, it would be two times what?
4, 2,
Two, and two times two is
4.
four. So you see that you would get the same thing?
Yes.
And you can do that however you want. However you want, you can do it. All right, y'all can write that down. And they tell you the answer, so I'm not gonna work it out. We good?
No.
All right, moving on to example 4. The circumference of a circle is 15.7 centimeters. What is the diameter? What changed here? What did they give you?
Circumference.
What is circumference? What does that mean?
The outside of
The
it.
distance around. You are still gonna use the same formula. C equals pi d, write that down. So this time, instead of filling in the diameter, what are you gonna fill in?
Circumference.
Circumference. So I'm gonna do it like this, 15.7 equals, what do we use for pi?
3.12 or 3.1.
Notice what I did there. What is our goal?
To get the diameter.
The d by itself. What do I do?
Divide 3, 4.
Divide both sides by 3.14. That one goes away. We're gonna have the diameter is 5. They just divided it. Okay, they just divided it. We good?
Yes.
Here they're saying it again, the number pi is the ratio of the circumference of the circle to its diameter. Circumference to diameter. That is going to be on a test. That right there. You gotta know it. Alright. Turn the page. Do the practice. Find the circumference of each circle around the 100th place. I'm gonna be super nice to you. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Write this down.
Find out the line here.
Is that super nice?
Yes.
Yeah. Find the diameter or the radius?
Diameter.
What's the formula?
C equals pi divided by, no,
C equals pi times diameter. What are you using for pi? What's the diameter? What is the circumference?
18. 27.
Write the formula, write the formula, write the formula. Write the formula, write the formula, write the formula. Do you want to be right here so you can write better? Look at number 4. What does 12 represent?
The radius.
You can do it however you want. 2 pi r. C equals 2 times, what are we using for pi?
diameter. Wait, 2.
What are we using for pi?
3.
What's the radius?
Things.
12.
Or you could have done C equals pi d using the diameter, which would have been C equals 3 times what?
12.
No,
24.
24. So that's 6 times 12, which would be what?
30, 72.
If you did 3 times 24, you would have also got the 72. You good so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 2. What do they give you?
The diameter.
C equals I D. Write it down. What are we using for pi?
3.
What's the diameter?
14.
Look at number 5 next to it. What do they give you?
The radius.
What would I do if I use this formula?
Then you would multiply
We'll go here.
12.
Everybody get that? Everybody get where I got the 12?
Yes, ma'am.
Radius is 6, the diameter is 12. And what's 3 times 12?
36.
Pretty simple, yeah?
Yes.
Let's look at number 3. What do they give you?
The radius.
Number 3, what do they give you? Number 3, what do they give you? The radius. I still kept hearing people say diameter. So if I use this one, it's gonna be 2 times 3 times what?
3 times 6.
Times 3. If I use this one, it's gonna be C equals 3 times what? Either way, we're gonna get what?
18.
18. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, but like, on the last one, like, the second 3 on the first one that you did, wouldn't that be 6? Oh, I can know.
You sure?
Yeah, because I put, diameter instead of. Okay.
The reason I do these and switch them up so much is because I want you to have them interchangeable as well. Okay, number 6, the diameter of a nickel is 2 centimeters. What is the circumference? C equals, write the formula, pi d. Every single time, write the formula. Write the formula, write the formula, write the formula. C equals, what do we use for pi?
3.
Times what is the diameter?
2.
What is the circumference?
6.
That's it. That's the answer. The only difference in number 6 and 1 through 5 is there's no picture. They just tell you what the diameter is. Let's look at number 7 on the next page. The circumference of a bicycle wheel is 50.24. What is the diameter? Write the formula. C equals I D. They give you the circumference, right?
Yes.
When it is exact like that, you're going to have to use 3.14. So I'm going to write 50.24 equals 3.14 times the diameter. Now what do we do?
Divide.
Divide by what?
3.4.
3.14. All of you have a calculator where you are, so divide it. What is it? $16? Good.
He's still questioning me, I have it.
The diameter is 16. What is the radius?
8.
Good. Let's look at number 9. The diameter of your bicycle wheel is 25 inches. How far will you move in one turn of your wheel? That is asking for circumference. C equals I D. What do they give you? The diameter. You can back to use 3 for pi here. 3 times what's the diameter?
25.
What's the circumference?
75.
We're moving 75 inches, one turn of the wheel.
This is easy.
Look at number 8. The radius of a circular rug is 4 feet. What is the circumference? What do they give you here?
The radius.
The radius. What formula would you like to use?
C equals pi r.
2 pi r or pi d?
2 pi r.
By D.
If you use 2 pi r, you're gonna have c equals 2 times 3 times what? 4. If you use c equals pi d, you're gonna have c equals 3 times what?
4.
No. What? 8. Because it gives you the radius is 4. The radius is 4. What is the diameter? 8.
Oh.
You're gonna get the same answer. What do you get?
24.
Number 10. Oh, wait, we're not, nope, we're not. Number 10. It says a diagram shows, but I don't see a diagram. With a center of 20 centimeters. What is the best estimate for the circumference of the circle? Formula. C equals pi d. What are we using for pi? 3 times what? 20, because it gives us the diameter. What is the circumference?
60.
Good. Your assignment is on your own. Let's see. On pages 7, 8, and 9. You can use 3 for pi. You can use 3 for pi.
Did you get all that?